Hello and welcome to the Al-Attiyah Foundation podcast. My name is Stephen Cole. Today, we're delighted to welcome Heinrich Hafner, the CEO of Hafner Energy from Waste Products. Hafner Energy from Waste Products has been active for about 40 years in the field of waste incineration. It's engaged with all the facets of complex incineration plant development, from waste management techniques to energy recovery in the form of hot water, steam, and electrical power. Heinrich Hafner, welcome to the podcast.
Hello, Steve. Thank you very much for inviting me for this podcast.
Well, you're most welcome. Heinrich, I just gave a very brief introduction to Hafner Energy from Waste, but I'd like you to go into a little more detail. So what more can you tell us about your company? And are you an engineering and construction company that installs incinerators?
Yes, exactly. I am an engineer, and the company Hafner Energy from Waste operating construction engineering waste-to-energy plants worldwide. So you speak before, we stay in the market now 45 years, and we have very, very big experience in this field.
Well, consider almost half a century. Yeah, that is considerable experience. Tell us, Heinrich, the process. Tell us more about how energy is extracted from waste. And is it fair to assume that most of our listeners understand that incineration of waste consumes energy?
No, the process not consumes energy. The waste is a resource, have big energy inside, and we produce energy. We produce heat, steam, and electrical. So it's same a fuel, the waste, but it's not so much energy inside. Example, the petrol have approximately 10,000 kilocal per kilo petrol. The waste have 25% from this. And we use this energy, for produce more, not only energy, but more. By the climate change, you can produce more energy for capture CO2, etc. But later, maybe we can speak more.
Okay. Well, everyone talks of carbon. It's the word on everybody's lips at the moment. Does most waste contain carbon? If so, do your incinerators emit carbon dioxide? And are they more carbon neutral than the alternative of landfill sites?
Exactly. We can speak that from 1 kilo waste, what we have, we produce by incinerating 1 kilo CO2. So this CO2 we can capture with a big system, with a reaction, and we can take outside bicarbonate. This is the same as baking soda.
It's a good analogy. I'd like to touch on the nature of the flue gas emissions. Flue gas, sometimes called exhaust gas or stack gas, is the gas that emanates from combustion plants and which contains the reaction products of fuel and combustion air and residual substances such as particulate matter, i.e. dust, sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides, and of course carbon monoxide. Can these emissions all be controlled?
Yes, of course. Now the modern technology by the flue gas cleaning is very high in Europe. So the process we can exactly cleaning. Example, the waste when go inside clear produce different poison products, and we can cleaning exactly same with different products. Now we have the limits in Europe, but we can go outside 50% lower than the guarantee limits. This is very good today.
And how do you control those limits?
Yeah, we have a continuous measurement that you can check all minutes how much is the emission, and you can see, same for the public. They can look inside and all time automatic, you can see the limits for the emission in the waste to energy plant.
Ah, I see. Well, what kind of waste, Heinrich, can your typical incinerator cope with?
But we can incinerate all types of waste, solid, liquid, and pasty. So, example, we can burn hospital waste, household waste, industrial waste, different types. Important is that the caloric value is very good. It's not possible I can burn water, example, is not possible. I must
No.
have content for a caloric value inside in the waste.
And do you have to separate the different kinds of waste before it goes into the incinerator?
No, it's not necessary for the process. This is only a European directive that you must recycle approximately 65%. And what remain, please not put in the landfill, but you can put in a waste to energy plant. But it's not the process. In the process, you can put without the selection, you can put inside all.
Oh, okay. Well, Hafner Energy from Waste has a small waste incinerator known as Slimline. Is it intended to be a truly mobile incinerator, or is it in a fixed location but for small tonnages?
Yeah, exactly. We create a very small Slimline, 25,000 tons per year, but it's not mobile. It's more that you can transportable all the module, and then you can put in the place one incinerator plant. No, so you can start very quickly in 1 year. You can install it and start put inside the waste and produce energy.
Right. Well, that's a very short time, isn't it? Just a year. So do you
Yeah.
see more Slimlines appearing? Is that the future?
Yeah, I think it's more in the periphery. No, it's maybe not in the big city, but outside in the periphery is very good. So the waste can transport far. You can stay there, and you can utilize the electrical or the heating, the cooling in the place directly.
Now, I noticed that in the United Kingdom, the number of energy from waste incinerators has more than doubled in the past 10 years. Is that a sign, do you think, of the world waking up to the importance of such a process?
Yeah, exactly. So we look a little bit for the market. The market today is 50-50. We check that maybe 50% is slimline, is in the periphery, and 50% is big waste to energy plants, same in UK or same in Germany.
Right. Hafner Energy from Waste has been operating, as you said at the beginning of the podcast, for about 45 years. How have you maintained such a successful business? What's your global reach? And are you active in the Middle East?
Yeah. We are active in the Middle East, but in all the world now, because after the COVID, we see that the people look more for the environmental, but is combination with the health. That is very important. But same in Qatar, I see the people is very sensitive for this topic. So we start in different countries, but the Arabic zone is now is very good. I stay in Qatar in I don't remember exactly, but in February is a big event there, and I see the municipality will go in a right way by 2030, will change a lot for the climate change.
Well, that's one of the upsides of COVID, I suppose, Heinrich. So tell us about how the energy generated by your incinerators is typically utilized. For example, is excess heat output the primary utilization method?
Exactly, is heat. clear we have inside in the waste energy, we have heat. Then this heat go in the turbine. In the turbine, we can produce electrical energy. But when it's not necessary, the electrical energy, we can make with this energy electrolysis and produce hydrogen and oxygen. So you can check a little bit. And the next topic, what we have, we can go 100%, what is the name in English? Economic, circular economic. No, we can produce.
Is that economies of scale?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Right. Okay.
So,
well,
sorry.
The two types of combustion processes you use are the combustion rotary kiln and the furnace grid. What are they, and in what circumstances are they used?
Yeah, the rotary kiln, we use principle for industrial waste. No, is you can put inside liquid, pastos, and solid, and the combustion grade is only good for the solid waste, more household waste.
Okay. Well, non-combustible products would be a byproduct from your incinerators. Are such products recycled in some way? Do you segregate metals and glass, for instance?
Exactly, exactly. So for that, we have 100% circular economy. No, with the bottom ash is approximately 20% for the waste what we put inside, 20% not burn and came outside with the bottom ash, and we can create the new products. Now for the street, we can take outside the metal, the glass, and different things. And the same for the fly ash. No, we have a big process. We can make same for the fly ash a product for the cement industry.
Well, in your literature, you hint at even further improvements to the combustion process, and you underline the potential of cloud control, acoustic wave injection, and ultrasonic lances.
Yes, this is a new, we have inside here in Bolzano, we have inside a research center, a small research center. And so we check all that we can, when we go outside, we can look the waste to energy plant, we can operate same by the cloud, we can close and open valve. So this is today when it's the artificial intelligence is very easy that you can operate the plant from outside, remote.
Yeah. Well, artificial intelligence is going to change so much in so many business ventures, isn't it? I mean, are you involved with AI at the moment?
Yeah, we use the combustion process is very complicated by the waste. Why? Why the waste is all time different. It's not same fuel. So you must look, you must give a little bit more combustion air, a little bit minus this and that. You have oxygen different. And for that, you must have an intelligent system.
Now, in addition to your business ventures, you are a published author of two books. The first in 2010, entitled With Renewable Energy, Waste is Moving the World. And the second, the following year, in 2011, The Energy Revolution in the Third Millennium. So what messages were you trying to get across, to convey? And do you enjoy writing and researching such books?
Yes, yes. I will give information that the waste is a resource. With the waste, we can produce energy. In the same time, we can save different fossil energy. No, and this is a very big contributor for the climate change, and same for the health for the people, because I see now more waste go in the landfill, and the landfill is not good. It's not good for the health.
No, it certainly isn't. So give us a clue about, it's been a few years since you last wrote a book. Are you going to write another one?
Yeah, yeah. I write a different book, now go in the direction for more climate change. You know, in Europe, we have this 1.5 degrees, no, and we can save a lot of CO2 with the waste to energy.
Do you think we can achieve net zero within the dates forecast?
Yeah, we can. Zero, you mean CO2?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go, but only in the waste to energy plant. No, I speak before 1 kilo waste, 1 kilo CO2. We can save this, and then we look 2030, maybe we are 8.5 billion people. We can save per people approximately per year 150 kilo CO2 when we burn 20% for all the waste in the world. So you see the effect.
That's a huge effect. And Heinrich, that's a good answer to conclude our interview. It's certainly clear to me you live up to your reputation as a visionary entrepreneur. So, on behalf of the Al-Attiyah Foundation, I'd like to thank you for joining us today and providing our listeners with your valuable insights as to how energy can be obtained from waste. The Foundation looks forward very much to continuing this conversation with you soon.
Yeah, thank you, Steve, for inviting me for this podcast.
You are most welcome. And thank you for listening. I'm Stephen Cole. A new Al-Attiyah podcast will be released in the coming weeks. For now, though, goodbye.